Next story. Regal Cinemas refinances debt with a new $1.9 billion loan. I'm going to be honest with you. I would like movie theaters to hang in there and still be around. As awesome as it is, watching a movie or a TV show from the comfort of my own home with loved ones and enjoying, which is like a process that I enjoy very much, going to the movies with a community is also very fun. Especially if it's like a horror movie or a comedy. Those are, I think, two of the most fun movies to watch with an audience. Because horror movies, people are reacting just like you. Like there's the gasping and the scream, like the shocks, the shrieks, Sometimes someone will yell out, get out, don't open that door. 9 times out of 10, that person is me. They never listen. But so given the climate, given the change in society, culture, given the pandemic, given streaming, I did not have faith that a lot of movie theaters were going to come out on top. And hearing about Regal Cinemas being approved for $1 billion loan, I'm like, wow, who's giving movie theaters a loan? That's great. I don't think I would have thought to do it, but let's see more about what this entails. So, Regal Cinemas is one of the world's largest movie theater chains. Okay, right there. It's one of the world's largest movie theater chains and has secured new financing to restructure a portion of its debt. So if one of the largest movie theater chains is having to take out a loan to try to work out their debt, what's going on with the other theater chains? How are they doing? Y'all all right? AMC, where you at? Apparently, the company has arranged a $1.9 billion loan that extends maturity dates to as far out as December 1st, 2031. The refinancing comes after a record-breaking Thanksgiving at the box office, though overall North American revenues remained down by 6.4% from 2023 and 24% from pre-pandemic times. Regal Cineworld generated over $1 billion in total revenue in the third quarter of the year. So they had a good third quarter and they were like, bet. We need to restructure. We got some money coming in. Let's make things happen. And they can thank Inside Out 2 for that, Deadpool and Wolverine, Twisters, and even Despicable Me 4. They were the biggest quarter 3 earnings for the circuit. Those movies did hit. They made bank. Rightfully so. Inside Out 2, very good. Deadpool and Wolverine, man, that movie's so daggone fun. And Deadpool is my kind of comedy, like that snarky, sarcastic, flick back. Yeah, love it. Love it. In quarter 3, Regal Cineworld welcomed over 49 million guests to their theaters and generated total revenue of over $1 billion with record high levels of spend per person on concessions. So not only were people coming to the theater and watching movies, they were buying the snacks and not smuggling them in like some people do. I might be some people. But sometimes the snacks are lame. Like, you know what I mean? Like they don't sell everything. But wow. So with the refinancing transaction, they're going to save $60 million per year in interest expense, which puts a successful restructuring squarely in the past. Now, the next question I'm guessing you guys want to know is, who lent them this loan? Where'd this money come from? So glad you asked. Barclays, Deutsche Bank, JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Goldman Sachs, and Texas Capital served as arrangers and book runners for the loan. Okay. Using your powers for good. I feel like this is a good thing. People who don't enjoy the movie going experience is not for everyone, but movies, concerts, comedy shows, these are community activities, communal events for different people to kind of come and enjoy something from all walks of life. So I don't want 30 years from now there not to be any theaters. I know there won't be as many. So to give a little backstory on that, Cineworld, which is the parent company of Regal Cinemas, they had filed for bankruptcy in September 2022 as global theater chains were struggling to rebound from prolonged COVID-related closures and a lack of new releases. Right. So coming out of the pandemic and dealing with closures, and then there was the strike that happened. The hits were just coming. Acuna, a former Cinepolis executive, was hired in July 2023 to replace the former chief executive Mookie Gregniger. I'm butchering these names, I'm sure. I'm sorry. Later that month, Cineworld emerged from Chapter 11 after reducing its debt levels. Oh, okay. So Acuna came in and was like, you know what? Let's restructure all of this. Let me handle that. Let's move that, change that, check that, do that. And they emerged out of Chapter 11 with less debt levels. Which, okay, that's what Chapter 11 does. You're supposed to be able to remove debts anyway. But still, I think this is good news. Are you guys still going to the theaters? Do you still go to movies? Now, what has changed for me because of streaming, not only is there a absurd amount of content available on streaming at all times, but now it makes me more choosy about what I see in the theaters. The combination of streaming, the combination of higher ticket movie ticket prices, because I remember when the matinee used to be like $5, $6. I don't even know if there really is a matinee anymore. It used to be before 5, and then it was before 3. And now I don't even know if it's anything outside of before 12, maybe. I have no idea. I've not really gone to matinee like that in a long time. But instead of going to movies, once or twice a month, I probably go way less than that. There are certain movies now that I, even though appreciate it in a communal setting because of the pricing and time, let's not forget time, I have to be a little bit more choosy. So I'm less inclined to go to the theater for a, dramatic movie about a person trying to survive in the wake of a death or something, versus this new sci-fi space movie or this really scary new concept movie. It just is what it is. I don't know if I'm alone with this. Are you guys feeling the same way that I'm feeling or no? Let me know, because yeah. But I hope that movie theaters can rebound and that we can start enjoying them a little bit more again together. Although I will say, sometimes the movie going experience is tainted a little bit when you have people who are on their phones and like, and I'm going to sound like an old, miserable person when I say this, but you're at the movies. The theater's dark, and it's like that for a reason. Immerse yourself in the movie. Don't worry about texting, checking email, social media, all those. It will still be there, I promise you. Just give this your hour and a half, 2 hour attention span. Although I will say the movies that are coming out now, they are like 2.5 hours long or more. I'm like, guys, we're trying to get people to come back. Let's temper it down a little bit.